Testing 1, 2. All right. Too close? It's too close. All right. Good morning, everyone. We're going to call this Commissioners Court to meeting. Could I have your attention? All right. We're going to call this Commissioners Court to meeting. Today is December 22nd, 2025. This is your 9 a.m. regular edition of Lavaca County Commissioners Court. And we will start with a confirmation of roll call. Precinct 1. Here. Precinct 2 is absent today on vacation. Precinct 3.
Here.
Precinct 4.
Present.
And the judges here should let the record reflect that 4 out of 5 of us are here today, and we do have a quorum, so we can proceed. With that, we will stand for our invocation and pledges. Our most Heavenly Father, thank you for this Christmas season. Thank you for sending your Son, your only Son, to save the world. Lord, all you ask is that we believe. That's all you asked of us, is to believe in your Son, Jesus Christ, and follow his ways. And Lord, we just thank you for these blessings during this Christmas season. We also have people in our county celebrating Hanukkah as well. Lord, keep everyone close to you during this time. Let everyone enjoy the season, enjoy the time off, enjoy being with friends and family. Lord, we ask also to pray for the ones that don't have friends or family and are home alone. And so, Lord, we ask for these blessings during this Christmas season and to bless this county, bless these proceedings today, and help us make decisions for everyone in Lavaca County. We ask these things in your name. Amen. Amen. Now our flags. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. All right. Thank you again for being here. We have a pretty large crowd here in the courtroom. We thank y'all for being present today. Whether you're watching us here in the courtroom or watching us live, we thank you for tuning in. Also, we are still adjusting our sound system, so this is our second test of the sound system. And we've got Naylene, Rupert, and Michael Wick over here making adjustments along the way. Feel free to come up and make the adjustments if you need to. So we appreciate what you are doing for our live broadcast. With that, do we have any announcements, public comments?
Yeah. Congratulations to the Oakham Bulldogs state champions. Great job.
Long time coming, that's what I hear.
Yes, it is. Long time coming.
A long drought. I didn't get to watch the game, but I heard they blew them up pretty good. So
Yeah, I watched the whole
convincing
game.
win. It's a good deal. Also, hats off to the Shiner Comanches for making it up there again. I don't know how many times they've been up there.
Number 8.
Number
Yes.
8
Number 8.
We talk about football up here a lot. I'm not going to talk about the Aggies. They didn't show up. But Yoakum did.
Yeah,
So,
they did.
The only thing I can say now is wreck 'em.
Rick? Yeah. Texas Tech is still in the playoffs?
Yep.
All right. Good deal. Anyway, congratulations to all of our area athletes. We're Lavaca County proud. I mean, we've got state champions all the way around in our school system. We've got the 7 best school districts in the state of Texas right here in Lavaca County for sure. All right. Next, I want to bring up a special guest. This is an announcement portion. If I'd have Shannon DeForest and Ms. Jennifer Stevick come forward, please. Jennifer is making her last day, I think December 31st. Jennifer, this was not on the agenda, but we don't want to let you leave this county without giving you your proper recognition. 25 years of service to Lavaca County and Texas AgriLife, and you're going to be missed. That's all I can say. So give Jennifer a big round of applause for 25 years. Yeah, if y'all come forward, let's get a picture.
We just stand back here.
We'll Thank you, Jennifer. We appreciate you. And thanks for making Shannon smarter. He needed it. All right, any other announcements before we move on? You have an announcement? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, the county clerk's office will be closed on Friday, January the 9th.
Okay,
This is the day that all of our records are being moved from a in-server
you want to come?
to a virtual server.
Okay. Nobody can hear you on the crowd. Microphone, there we go. Sorry. That's y'all's microphone now.
Okay. Barbara Steffek, County Clerk,
Very
letting
good.
y'all know that the county clerk's office will be closed on Friday, January the 9th, due to us moving from a server that is in our office to an online, like a virtual server.
Okay.
And the company that is doing it is telling us it could take anywhere from 4 to 8 hours because of the amount of records that we do have in our office.
Okay, so, but it's gonna be an all-day closure?
All-day closure.
Okay, all right. We'll make sure that Nayleen gets it on the website and maybe,
It is on the website, it's on Facebook,
great.
and I plan on putting it in the newspapers.
Okay, all right. Thank you for that. Again, that was Barbara Steffek, County Clerk. All right, anyone else? Any other announcements? Going once, going twice? Hearing none, we will move on to item number 2. Item number 2 is accept a monetary donation in the amount of $137,200 from the Dixon Allen Foundation in support of the Lavaca County Law Enforcement Mental Health Wellness Initiative. This is brought to you by your Sheriff's Department.
Can we flip a couple? Mr. Allen and Roy Thomas.
Oh, okay.
Got 4
yeah,
and 5 as well. Can we knock those out?
Yeah, we can do that. We're gonna table number 2.
He's en route.
Is he around? Okay, we're gonna go to, skip number 2, we'll go, because I think the first 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is Sheriff's Office. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's table number 2, we'll go to number 4. Number 4, discuss and approve bond for Jenna Austin, Deputy Sheriff of the Lavaca County Sheriff's Office. That's found on page 1 through 4. Do you hear a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second that.
Motion made by precinct 4, second by precinct 3, to approve the bond for Jenna Austin, Deputy Sheriff of the Lavaca County Sheriff's Office. Do you want to say anything about that as well?
I think everyone knows she was initially a jailer with the Buck County Sheriff's Office, went through the academy, did just a bang-up job. She was one of the class leaders, did very well, finished out very solidly in her class on December 6th, I believe, 7th, something like that, and she is now a sworn-in deputy with the Buck County Sheriff's Office.
Sounds great.
Send another one en route January 6th.
Awesome, awesome. All right, good deal. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Now, let's go back to number 2. I saw Mr. Allen. He's rushing in.
There he is.
Yeah, we want our area police chiefs to come forward as well, whoever's here. We have- All right, so item number 2 is to accept the monetary donation in the amount of $137,200 from the Dixon Allen Foundation in support of Lavaca County Law Enforcement Mental Health Wellness Initiative. And we've got,
Judge.
you may, go ahead.
As the court well knows, the Lavaca County Law Enforcement Committee, which consists of the 4 chiefs, one of which, Chief Enslew's not here, they had some issues this morning they were dealing with, myself, Mr. Reeves as well, early on identified a issue that we felt needed our eminent attention, and that was the way we dealt with the mental health wellness within Lavaca County. We came around together as one team. Chief Byer got on the board with Gulf Bend. We've attempted through meeting after meeting to do everything we can to continue to ensure, that just got loud, that's cool. To continue to ensure the mental health wellness of Lavaca County residents. And Brittany Kyle is our mental health deputy, went through extensive training. We partnered with Gulf Bend in an effort to get a caseworker. That's been running into some roadblocks along the way. We applied for, and I don't want to steal Mr. Allen's thunder, but we applied for a grant in hopes that we could even expand that effort, that initiative even more so. And with this morning, that's exactly what we're going to do. And I'll talk more to that on the next agenda item. But I want to speak for, I guess I can speak for the 4 police chiefs as well. Thank you all for amazing job for Brittany Kyle. Thank you for the awesome services that she's providing, and I'll speak more to that here in a second as well, to the Lavaca County residents. I guess, I'll shut up at this. There's so many intangibles, right? We don't have a metric system with which to really monitor and show the progress of this initiative. I hope today here, briefly, I'd hoped to have a couple guests come in. They weren't able to make it. I'll explain more later. But nonetheless, this story that I'm going to read will tell the court, will tell the Lavaca County residents the good that this committee is doing on behalf of the Lavaca County residents, as well as what Mr. Allen, Dixon Allen Foundation is about to present. So without further ado, sir.
I don't have a speech, I just brought you a check. Y'all all do the hard part, I guess you can have the worst part, but y'all do the hard part.
Mr. Allen, while you're here, I do want you at the podium, just so we can say this. We want you in the camera shot. What Dixon Allen Foundation has meant to this county is beyond words. Just that you saw what these officers are going through, you saw this, and you saw that there was something to be filled that we have a hard time filling ourselves. So you've been long-term dedicated to the EMS program. It's not on our agenda, but I think you gave another $150,000 to our EMS program. Commendable. I can't say enough what you're doing for us. On behalf of your 4 city councils, your 4 police chiefs, the sheriff's department, we're blown away. We're blown away. So, thank you.
Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, don't go anywhere.
Can you take on the next?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you hear a motion to accept the 137,200?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion made by precinct 3, second by precinct 4 to accept the monetary donation in the amount of $137,200 from Dixon Allen Foundation in support of Lavaca County Law Enforcement Mental Health Wellness Initiative. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Again, thank you. Next item is now, what is the reason for the 137,200? Number 3, discuss and approve adding 1 full-time mental health deputy and 1 full-time mental health caseworker for Lavaca County Sheriff's Office. Positions will be funded primarily by the Dixon Allen monetary donation. And that is Part A and Part B. A mental health deputy, we're looking to hire one at $65,193 plus eligible for benefits. And in a caseworker, we're looking to hire a caseworker at $60,000 plus eligible for benefits.
So, Judge, last week, Lavaca County hosted a mental health course, and I walked in at one point, and I saw a slide that said something to the following. For every $1,000 to $2,000 that a county commits to spending on mental health, they save, the estimate is that county will save $50,000 to $60,000 in incarceration expenses. I would like to read, if I could, and she is fine with me stating her name. This is Paige Hamilton. She was going to be here this morning with her 13-year-old daughter to speak on behalf of the work that Brittany did a week and a half or so ago. Because in her words, what she told me on the phone probably a week ago was that, among other things, she said, the work that Brittany did changed lives. She said the work that Brittany did saved lives. And she said this as she was waiting on tables, and she said this with tears in her eyes. She said, I know in my heart of hearts that the work that Brittany did that evening saved my life, or saved my daughter's life, I'm sorry. So she was going to be in this morning, but she sent me this text last night. I'm sorry for the late notice, but I won't be able to make it in tomorrow morning. The person that was supposed to work for me backed out last minute. I'm sorry. If you were able to speak on my behalf, I would really appreciate it. If you're able to read out what I've typed, that'd be awesome. Graduate of Moulton High School, I can read this. Here we go. Moulton, December 8th. My family was involved in a less than fortunate situation. The immediate weekend prior was also very much less than ideal. I was put in touch with Officer Brittany Keel and Officer Bridges from Yoakum PD. I am the single mother of a 13-year-old daughter, and the situation we saw ourselves in was foreign and extremely uncomfortable to me. Brittany made the entire experience easy and comforting, all caps. At 9 a.m. on Monday, after what I am learning was a long day for her, She drove myself and my daughter to a hospital in Austin, Texas. I'm sure she'll agree I talked my face off, but she was a listening ear. Very kind, very professional. She prepared me on what to expect and virtually held my hand from the time she arrived on the scene and after she dropped me off at house around 12 a.m. To say that Brittany made an impact on us, myself especially, is an understatement. People always talk about how hard it is on the child, but it's rarely spoken, and it is hard on the child, but it's rarely spoken about how tough it is on the sole parent and mentally draining these situations are. While it's trying to comfort my child, Brittany also made sure to navigate me through resources that could be helpful for me as well. I will never forget Brittany and the impact she made on my family in such a short time. I strongly believe that the Lord created Brittany to work with families and have a gem, and you have a gem, all caps, on your hands. Having people like Brittany and Officer Bridges solidifies my faith in our local law enforcement. So, Mr. Allen, with this money, that's exactly what this commission intends to do, is we are searching now again for another mental health deputy, because frankly, Brittany works probably, I don't know, 90 hours a week, and we're concerned we're gonna burn her out. And we're working on getting our own caseworker who will be vested in the community. We've actually identified one, and we'll do what's best for our community. So I thank you very much, sir.
Anybody want to say anything else? Randy Schlock never lost for words. Anyway, again, thank you, Jesse Allen and the Dixon Allen Foundation for all you've done for Lavaca County over all these years. Words can't say enough. I don't know how many, if we had to add it all up, it was millions of dollars y'all have provided for us to operate and give these services. I commend this law enforcement group again. I know Yoakum's not here, but Yoakum was helping us on Saturday with, we had telecommunications issues, no fault of our own, and Yoakum brought some emergency equipment in, and we were all working together, and that's the key. This law enforcement, four police chiefs and a sheriff working together for the first time in Lavaca County history that I'm aware of, and working very well. And so we don't overlook that at all. But thank y'all. With that, gentlemen, do I hear a motion on number 3?
Yes, I move that we approve adding one full-time mental health deputy and one full-time mental health caseworker for the Lavaca County Sheriff's Office. Positions will be funded primarily by Dixon Allen monetary donation.
Okay. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay. The only thing I would add is, are those numbers, the salaries acceptable to the on your motion?
Yes.
Okay.
Mental health deputy, $65,193 plus health insurance. Benefits and caseworker at $60,000 plus health insurance benefits.
Okay. The motion from precinct 1. I had a second from precinct 4. Any changes to that motion other than that? All right, motion by precinct 1, second by precinct 4 to approve adding one full-time mental health deputy and one full-time mental health caseworker for Lavaca County Sheriff's Office. Positions will be funded primarily by the Dixon Allen monetary donation. The mental health deputy will have a starting salary of $65,193 plus eligible for benefits, and the caseworker will have a salary of $60,000 plus also eligible for benefits. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. That motion passes. Thank y'all, gentlemen, and thank you, Brittany. Thank y'all for all that you're doing. We appreciate it. You want to get a picture with all them while they're here?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Y'all come back for a picture, if you don't mind? With Mr. Allen in the center. I'm going to ask all our elected officials, even James Reeves, you want to come up? Barbara, Lori. All right, Sheriff, don't leave. I think we have some other agenda items for you. All right, we've done 1, 2, 3, and now 4. So now we're going to skip. We're going to go to number 5. Number 5, discussion and approve intergovernmental agreement between Lavaca County and Goliad County to house Lavaca County inmates in Goliad County. This is pretty simple, straightforward. Allows us to transport inmates and store inmates, you just call it that, house inmates in Goliad County. That's found on page 5 through 7. Do I hear a motion? Okay.
I'll second that.
Motion made by precinct 1, second by precinct 3 to approve an intergovernmental agreement between Lavaca County and Goliad County to house Lavaca County inmates in Goliad County. Any other questions or comments? Anything you want to add to this, Sheriff?
Just another overflow jail for us. We've got one in Calhoun, one in Giddings, and then now one in Goliad County as well.
Okay. And I will add to this, we went from a 9-bed facility to a 48-bed facility, and we're pretty well full all the time. And what percentage of those have mental health issues? And judges across the state of Texas would argue 100%.
I think I can publicize this as well. Mr. Reeves indicted 27 felons last week, Thursday, so.
There's more coming.
Yes, more coming.
So we're full with 27 more coming. But again, judges across the state of Texas have debated this issue in classes. What percentage of inmates have mental issues? And it's argued it's 100% because you have to have a mental condition to want to be in jail. You asked to be in jail. You knew better, and that's generally the case. So, some kind of mental deficiency, put it that way. All right. Had a motion from precinct 1, second by precinct 3. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Thank you, Sheriff. Appreciate all you're doing. All right, you're gonna hang around, right? You're not going anywhere. Good. Okay. Because I'm going to need you on items 12 and 13. All right, number 6, discuss and approve hardware maintenance and software license, maintenance and support services agreement between Lavaca County Election Systems and Software. That's found on page 8 through 20. I think that's a simple contract that they want us to approve. That's the name. That's the name of the company, right? Election Systems and Software, ES&S. Okay, we had a motion from precinct 1.
Second.
Second by precinct 3. Motion made by precinct 1, second by precinct 3 to approve the hardware maintenance and software license, maintenance, and support services agreement between Lavaca County Election Systems and Software, LLC. Any other questions or comments? I see no one from Elections Department here, but anyway, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. I did glance through the contract. I did talk to Tina on that when she sent it over, and it's just a standard contract that needs to be signed to continue services with them. Yep, okay, the motion passed. All right, next, moving on to number 7. Item number 7, discuss and approve addendum number 15 between Local Government Solutions LP and Lavaca County to include adding one full licensed user in the county attorney's office. It's found on page 21 and 22. For those of you that don't know what Local Government Solutions is, LGS, that's the software that we use between the clerks and the attorney's office and the judge to communicate legal and court documents back and forth. So we're adding another user to the system. That's found on page 21 through 22. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion made by precinct 4, second by precinct 3 to approve addendum number 15 between Local Government Solutions, LP, and Lavaca County to include adding one full licensed user in the county attorney's office. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. That motion passes. Number 8, acknowledge Governor Abbott's proclamation certifying that increased fire weather conditions pose an imminent threat of widespread or severe damage, injury, or loss of life or property in several counties. We are one of those counties named in that agreement. That's found on page 23 to 25. I wouldn't say it's an agreement, it's a proclamation. But we just want to bring that back to our attention, that we are not in a burn ban right now. We're about to discuss that. We are in a long-term drought. So we have some surface water, we have some moisture, but we have some hazard conditions. So we just want to, Governor's included us in his proclamation. Just want to add that to it. So I don't know if I need a motion, or do we want a motion? Do you have a motion to acknowledge?
I'll make that motion to acknowledge.
Okay.
Second.
Motion made by Precinct 3, second by Precinct 4, to acknowledge Governor Abbott's proclamation certifying that increased fire weather conditions pose an imminent threat of widespread or severe damage, injury, or loss of life or property in several counties, namely Lavaca County, one of those being Lavaca County. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. That motion passes. Next, we put this on our agenda because we discussed, we lifted the burn ban several weeks ago. Number 9 is to discuss and approve burn ban status. We saw a window, as the Commissioners Court did. We talked with several city council members. We talked to our fire chiefs. We saw a window that we could possibly open up and leave it on through the holiday season. So we're here to discuss and or approve the burn ban status. Do you have any updates? Mr. Tim Decker, you want to come forward?
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners.
Was that fire trucks going out right now?
No.
Okay,
No,
good.
that's our EMS crew.
Okay.
We had a situation at the nursing home. For just a second, I do want to say to Ms. Brittany Kyle, thank you. I think she walked out. What she is doing does make a difference. We've seen a difference just on the EMS side of things with mental health and everything. So kudos to her and to the Sheriff's Office for the initiative that they're taking and doing. As well as Mr. Allen, I believe he walked out too, but he did make a donation to EMS as well too. We missed the deadline to be able to get in. We received the check, I think it was late Wednesday. We'll be on the next agenda to talk about that. But thank you to Dixon Allen for supporting the Sheriff's Office's cause and EMS as well too. So, but yes, I talked to the fire chiefs over the weekend. Of course, we did receive some rain this past weekend that helped. I need to get closer, Mike. Okay. It was greatly appreciated. Throughout the county, there was a big mix from 0.2 to 2 inches. Not everybody kind of received the same amount. We were gracious in the Shiner area. I had about 0.8. The further south you went, it seemed like it got a little bit more. A lot of the dry areas is kind of to the northern end towards North Moulton, and then down to the Terryville area, kind of crossroads area that is slightly dry. The KBDI that was shown yesterday was 539. In polling the fire chiefs, that's kind of under the 550 that we had talked about, keeping the burn ban status, off. They were comfortable with that, of course, with fireworks season coming. There's always added risks with the proclamation from the governor. The conditions are there. We're in odd, warm weather for the rest of this week, which doesn't seem like Christmas when it's 80 degrees outside. So put your hula skirts on. I guess you can have Christmas that way. But just be aware, if you do burn, please, again, like we talked about last Commissioners Court, skirt your fires. Make sure that you know what you're burning, and just take precautions. Call the Sheriff's Office to 2121, and make sure you let them know what's going on. So. It's of the fire chief's opinion that we are okay right now with some grass that is starting to come up with leaving the ban off. But just like we did last week, we'd like to be able to try to stay on the agenda to just stay updated with you guys and the conditions that are out there. And then, of course, make sure you're watching the weather. If you're going to burn, any frontal winds is going to help push fire, promote fire. So just be aware of those situations.
Okay. And just a reminder to the public that the last court session, the court banned sticks and fins, popping firecrackers with sticks and fins, or selling fireworks with sticks or fins. That means you can't bring them into the county. If you find somewhere else to go buy them and bring them in, you can't come in and pop them here as well. So
I am working with the fire chiefs to try to find a good date on when it would be best to establish like such a proclamation to kind of keep your fireworks stands from buying those already, and then of course not being able to sell them. There was a few folks that came up to a couple of the fire chiefs and had some questions, concerns on that. So we're trying to establish a good date when, fireworks stands tend to try to go buy some of those things, so that way we can kind of be proactive on that end as well too.
okay, appreciate it. I hear a motion to.
I'll make
Make
a
a motion.
motion to keep the burn ban off.
Oh, okay.
And I'll second that.
Motion made by Precinct 3, second by Precinct 4 to leave the burn ban off. Any other questions or comments regarding that?
Just everybody use their common sense.
Common sense is key. Know your surroundings, know the weather conditions. That's what I keep hearing. Some of these last fires broke out, well, they lit a fire, and then the front blew in 2 hours later, and they didn't know the front was coming. Well, Mike, I mean, come on, you can check the weather. You have a duty, if you're setting a pasture fire to burn, whatever it might be, brush piles, whatever, you have a duty to just check the weather, know your surroundings.
Sure. It's more than just burning, it's, you know, protecting your neighbor's property as well, too. It's one thing to burn your own pasture, but once it starts jumping across lines with the winds, you know, we start getting into some issues, and that's just what we have to be cognizant of.
All right. Common sense, always, if you're gonna burn a brush pile, please call the Sheriff's Department, 798-2121. Let them know where you're burning. They're gonna want to know your name and your telephone number, so if they get a call, they can call you back to verify that your fire's under control. All right, had a motion by precinct 3, second by precinct 4 to leave the burn ban off. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Thank you very much, Tim. Appreciate you. All right, number 10, discuss and approve purchasing 2 used Freightliner day cab trucks from Global Truck Sales out of Houston, Texas. That's brought to you by precinct 3. I'll read these real quick. Last 4 of the VINs on VIN number A is 9968, year 2016. Sales price is $27,000. The second truck is last 4 of the VIN is 4508, year 2017, and the sales price is also $27,000. That's brought to you by precinct 3.
Basically, what we're doing is rotating stock. We're gonna get a couple new to us trucks to get rid of a couple old ones.
Okay. Is that a motion?
I'll make that a motion.
Motion made by precinct 3, second by precinct 1.
Second.
And precinct 4 to buy some old trucks.
Good job.
Motion made by precinct 3, second by precinct 1 to approve purchasing 2 Freightliner day cab trucks from Global Truck Sales out of Houston, Texas. Any other comments or questions about that? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. All right, number 11, discuss and approve the concrete slab removal located at 400 North Texana Street. I had a question, Wayne Faircloth was working on getting some other bids. He asked if we could table this, if possible, unless y'all have another solution.
No, I'd make a motion to table it.
Okay, he could not, okay. Motion made to table, item number 11, second by precinct 1. Motion made by precinct 3, second by precinct 1 to table, item number 11. All those in favor of tabling, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Again, we're not in a hurry. We've got till April to get that concrete out of there. So Wayne he was making some phone calls and trying to find us a cheaper price. Okay, item number 12 is going to be a closed session to discuss courthouse security updates and plans, and the code that we're using is per code number 551.076. This will be deliberation regarding security devices or security audits. And with that, do I have a motion to go into closed session?
Second.
Motion made by precinct 1, second by precinct 4 to go into closed session. All those in favor of going into closed session say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. We are in closed session. The time is 9:34 a.m. I'm going to ask that our microphones and video go off. back live? Okay, we're back. All right, we are out of closed session at 9:57 by motion from precinct 4, second by precinct 3. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. All right, that closed session is closed. Thank you for everyone for your comments and on that closed session. We appreciate it. Now, moving on to number 13. Discuss and approve renovation and repair of all Lavaca County Courthouse exterior doors to include door restoration, door reversal, granite, stone, and mortar repair, adding additional granite exterior steps and landings, adding secure electronic controlled access and anti-slip sealant with the following approved vendors and funding sources. We have number A, or letter A, vendors J Pool Group and RBO Technology quotes provided through TIPS and Omnia Purchasing Cooperatives. Lavaca County is a member of both co-ops. And then B, the funding sources are Fund 194 Capital Improvement for county buildings and Fund 165 Courthouse Security. Do you hear any questions or comments, or do I hear a motion?
That's the right.
Yep.
I'll make that motion.
Okay.
Second.
Motion made by precinct 3, seconded by precinct 4. And that motion was to approve?
To approve.
All right, I'm not gonna read this again because I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but motion made by precinct 3, second by precinct 4 to approve all of number 13, including the vendors J Pool Group and RBO Technology quotes provided through TIPS and Omnia Purchasing Cooperatives. And then the funding sources are Fund number 194 Capital Improvements for county buildings and Fund 165 Courthouse Security. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. That motion passes. All right, we appreciate everybody. With that, and thank you all to our guests that came in today to speak on behalf of that, so we appreciate you. With that, we'll move into consent. Do I hear a motion motion to approve the consent agenda? Okay. Motion made by precinct 1.
Second.
Second by precinct 3 to approve the consent agenda by one motion, second, and vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. We are in consent. Our microphones will go off until we are out of consent. All right, we're back. We're out of consent. The only item I have is to announce the next meeting, which is going to be January 12th, 2026 at 9 a.m. The other thing is to announce I wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. All right. It's been a joy and a pleasure.